All right, so I looked at the circuit and code play. It says, see what happens if you use 2 digital pins rather than 1 digital and 1 analog. And at first I thought that meant, I thought that meant like on the circuits. And I thought it was asking us to change the, okay, I have this on the computer.
Potentiometer.
Potentiometer. I thought that meant trade out the potentiometer with an LED. But now I'm realizing, no, because I don't, then when I got to using 2 analog, I'm like, well, I don't have 2 potentiometers. Okay, so what it meant is the pins that it's going to here. Okay, so what happens if we use 2 digital pins rather than 1 digital? Okay, so this is going to digital, and then this is going to that A0, so wire 2. So A0, yeah, the green, so that's center. No, yeah, the center. So what if we take this and go from analog over to a digital? And I'm just going to, I don't know, let's just say lucky 7, you know, whatever. All right, so now we have that over there. Definitely, I don't see any difference. And I didn't expect to see any difference because we don't have any information from the coding. The coding is not talking to pin 7. Okay, so I'm going to go into the coding. All right, so where did we do pin? Okay, so if we go up here and do sensor pin as sensor 7, let's verify and upload. So now the code matches the circuit. Let's see if it does anything. Okay, so even though we have the exact same program and now the exact same information is going to this pin because it's a digital, yeah, because it's a digital pin, it's not going to fade. It's not going to change the blinking rate. Okay, so we did 1. Boom, we tried that. What happens if we use 2 analogs? Okay, so let's go back and we'll do A0, A for analog. And then we want to do, oh, we should have had a longer one, right? Just do A1. Okay. All right, so let's go back to up here in the code, change him back to 0. And what did we do, the LED? We did to 1. Okay, so 1. See, I'm trying to figure out how this one is different than this one. I don't know. Let's try it. Boom. And upload. Nothing's happening. I'm not totally convinced that I have this matching the code. I'm going to try putting it in the one over here. See if we get anything. Oh, maybe it was just too strained. Maybe I just need a longer. Okay, the 1 in the code goes to that pin. So I need, how do I, let's just try A1. I don't know. Right? A1. Okay, we got a green light. Oh, it lit up. Okay, it lit up. Okay, when you want to use the analog 1 pin, then in the code it has to say A1. We didn't have to code A0, I think, because 0 is doing something different over here. Okay, let's see if it fades. All right. So it's like the analog slots are like the deluxe pins. You can use them, but if you don't, then don't clog up and use up. You don't have as many of the analog slots. So if you don't need them, then why use up those slots? So that doesn't matter. What happens, okay, I'm gonna go back to the original code. We're gonna go back to pin, I believe it was 13. Yep. Okay, so you're gonna go back to pin 13. There we go. Change my code to reflect that. And upload. All right, we're good. We're changing how fast it's blinking. Okay. Now we're going to change the code. We're going to replace analog write, with digital write. So digital write. I'm using the code that came with the kit, and I don't see anywhere in their original code that they used digital write. Sensor value equals analog read. Maybe they, oh, okay, maybe for analog read, he wants us to change analog read to digital read. Okay, so on the right, let's change digital write to, oh, I don't know what I just hit, but we'll undo that real quick. All right, oh, I see what I did. I added a 1 right there. Okay, digital. So wherever it says digital write, we're going to replace analog write. Okay. And a log. Okay. It's there 2 times for the high and the low. Replace analog. Okay. Making sure I'm not doing this backwards. Okay, so we did, oh, I want a plus sign. We did the analog write and replace with the digital write. Okay, upload. Nothing, no lights working. Okay. Now let's go back to analog read and do digital. Okay. Done compiling. Okay, we got it to blink once. I think that was just the double blink it does when you first load. Still not a whole lot of anything. Okay, I'm going to go back and change the analog write back to digital write. compile, verify is the same thing as compile, load, double light, okay. Nope, it's just solid now. All right, when we do digital read, so it has to be analog read and it has to be digital write for this configuration to work. Analog. Okay, let's try this. Let's go back. Get our double blink. Nice. And there we go. All right. There's our circuit and code play. So, got to be careful about the pins. The analog pins are versatile. They're going to do digital or analog, but the digital will only do digital. So be specific about that. All right, lots learned.